Welcome back to Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. You know, one of my favorite artists, he's from Jersey. He's a nationally recognized artist. He's got a very special event that's coming up this Friday. It's part of a special traveling art exhibit that is on display right now in Bergen County. And joining me now to talk about the special event on Friday, let's welcome back from Flemington. He's James Fiorentino. I'm sure you've seen his work, whether it's sports paintings, wildlife paintings. It's really just beautiful stuff. James, welcome back to WCTC. How you doing this morning?
Thank you so much. I'm always excited and really happy to be on. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate the time. Talk about what's going on. This is in Bergen County. It's Rare Wildlife Revealed, and it's a traveling art exhibition that is on display now, and we'll talk about the event on Friday in a minute, but talk about this display that's happening now.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's been a really exciting time for me. This show, Rare Wildlife Revealed, this is probably like the fourth or fifth stop already, and we partner with Conserve Wildlife Foundation to have this show of 25 original paintings, which highlights endangered and threatened species in New Jersey. And I'll tell you, we've been to some amazing places already, but this is probably one of the best, and it's an amazing place to Hiram Blauvelt Art Museum. So, to have it there is such an honor because, it's really one of only a few all wildlife art museums in the entire country, and it happens to be here in New Jersey. And it's an amazing story and really just a beautiful venue to showcase this show.
Yeah, it's really remarkable. The museum, by the way, is located in Oradell. It's on Kinder-Kimmack Road. And a special event coming up on Friday that James and I will give you the details on momentarily. But about your work first, James, when it comes to capturing sort of the essence of wildlife, when you try to convey maybe a species or an animal that people have maybe never even seen before in person, talk about how you go about capturing that essence. Does it start with the eyes? Does it kind of start with the landscape? Talk about how you kind of create that picture.
Right. I mean, most people throughout the state and certainly throughout the country know me for a lot of my portraits, and especially my paintings of athletes, professional athletes, growing up and obviously till now. But I've always loved to paint everything in watercolor. Watercolor's become my niche, and it's sort of unique in the way that I paint it. Almost looks like oils or acrylic. It's a very different approach to it. And it's certainly the same for wildlife, and I've had a passion for that since I was a kid. So just to have this opportunity to paint all these paintings, and I tell people, this is really, some of these pieces were challenging, and I'm painting, for example, an eastern box turtle for the first time, or a barred owl, or even a humpback whale, and all these, again, these species that live in New Jersey, and so you're educating people about art and wildlife. You're educating them about how I paint, like you were just mentioning in watercolor, how I start the painting. I've done some demos and some talks, and I think it's the same with people. You're really trying to capture the spirit of that animal. Mainly in this show, we focused on more close and personal, almost portraits of the animals to tell the story. And then certainly we have a lot of descriptions about where these animals reside in the state of New Jersey. And I think one of the coolest things is that we actually, and in this case as well, we have some of the biologists who work with Conserve Wildlife Foundation who attend these openings and actually stand near the artwork. So, you can actually meet the people who are doing work with these animals throughout New Jersey, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think one of your previous exhibits with Raptor Trust, I believe it was in downtown Bernardsville, at Studio 7, and they brought along this little owl that they were rehabilitating. She could fly, but she couldn't fly well enough to hunt, so that's why they were kind of taking care of her. But just to have that sort of interaction, I thought was pretty cool. And then you couple that with your work, too, James, and it's really a spectacular. It's education and entertainment for people that I think at the same time, which is really the right way to go about it. And speaking about your sports work also, featured in the National Baseball Hall of Fame, your work has been on display there, and this is back when you were a teenager.
Yeah, my whole career really started really 14, 15 years old, had a painting in the National Baseball Hall of Fame, started working for Ted Williams when I was in high school in his museum, and, doing artwork for Cal Ripken when he broke Garrick's streak, all in high school, right before I went to college at Drew University, where I ended up playing baseball and majoring in art. So it was a really blessed and lucky, right place at the right time to start my career, all during that time, and was recognized nationally with ABC World News to New York Times, and really continue to pursue, obviously, my career in art. And, it's just very lucky. I mean, I'm so proud to have grown up and been successful in the state of New Jersey, and now to literally have a show based on, these beautiful creatures in New Jersey has been incredible. And you mentioned like the Raptor Trust, where I'm a trustee, and all these incredible places, Conserve Wildlife Foundation. They're all just great groups that help the state with conservation, preservation, education, all these wonderful things. So again, to use artwork also now, which is really what the Here in Blauvett Art Museum is about. It's really about educating people about preserving these animals and what you can do through art and through the collection. So it's kind of cool that we're all sort of putting forth this great effort to do that.
Yeah, awesome stuff. So let's get to the event on Friday night. It's from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Art Museum there, 705 Kinder Kimmack Road in Oradell. Special reception, special guests. Give us all the information.
Yeah, so this Friday night from 6 to 8 at the museum, you can call up the Here in Blauvett Art Museum or go to Conserve Wildlife Foundation's website and certainly come out to the opening, which will be tremendous. We have a good friend and a great man, Governor Tom Kean, who wrote the foreword to the book for this show. He'll be in attendance, which is an honor for me. And it'll just be a great time. The museum in itself, besides just all my work, is just awesome to see. And again, the show is there through July, but the show is up now. The opening will be this Friday night, and we're looking forward to people coming in and checking everything out.
Yeah, really awesome stuff. And when you have a chance to kind of see your work in an environment like this, in a museum-type environment, it's really remarkable. And this is just a great exhibition that's going to be running through the end of July at the museum there in Oradell. But make it out there on Friday if you can. Former Governor Tom Kean will be on hand, and there'll be some other special guests and some special things that are happening there, which is really spectacular. Website or somewhere where people can go to get some more information on this?
Yeah, you can actually go to conservewildlifenewjersey.org, or you can also go to the Here in Blauvett Art Museum. I'm not sure of the website, but you can definitely look them up and find the information there as well. Or you can even go to jamesfiorentino.com and get information through that website as well.
Great stuff. One of the things I've always admired about artists and painters is, you know what, no matter how long you've been doing it and how much success you've had, you always try to push the envelope a little bit farther, James. That's kind of the secret to being successful at the world of art is, always get out of your comfort zone once in a while and try some new things. It's kind of a rule that you follow to this day, right?
Thanks. Yeah, absolutely. You got to keep challenging yourself. When I tell people, all about my artwork, I always say, I'm learning every day and I'm trying to get better, and that's really the key for anything. I do it every day, and right, you're always looking to improve, challenge, do something different, and this show is definitely an example of that for sure.
Well, good stuff. Well, James Fiorentino, thank you for the time this morning, and congratulations on this latest exhibition, and have some fun on Friday night there at this open house with Governor Kean and other guests, and continued success to you, my friend, and always great to speak with you on WCTC, so thanks again.
Thank you, Brad. I appreciate it very much. Thanks.